Well, hey guys, this morning I'm gonna try out the new my new Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture 5.5 Soft Cleansing Gel Unscented. I got this from Stylovana. I shared with you my haul last. I hung something up back there in the distance, and it must have fell off the hook, and I just heard it slide down the wall, but it caused me to jump. Anyway, I'm gonna try it out. I look forward to trying this. I love their mineral sunscreen. It's got a little foil cap. It's a clear, colorless gel. Ew, it's slippery. No fragrance. Ew, that's nice. It's kind of got a slippery feel to it. All right, let's get the drips off. Feels pretty good. My face doesn't feel like tight, squeaky clean, which is a euphemism for Similar to oats, rice has a lot of moisturizing, hydrating, and cleansing properties. Maybe tonight I'll try pairing it with the Beauty of Joseon cleansing oil for a double cleanse. Ooh. All right, let's do a little of the Road milky glazing milk. And I use this around my eyes too. I've been trying out the Cetaphil Healthy Renew line, and I shared with you guys the face serum I rather enjoy. I love the night cream, it's really rich. And they also have a day cream, which is a organic sunscreen. And like the night cream, the formula is really moisturizing. It comes in a pump package, tube. It's not tinted. This has peptides from soy. The formula is nice. Now, in contrast, last weekend I was sharing with you guys the Neutrogena Invisible Daily. That's a fluid, liquid formula, nice and lightweight, soothing, moisturizing. This is much richer in consistency. If you want more of that rich cream moisturizer with your daily sunscreen, I think you would like this. It's not water resistant. It spreads on the skin really well. I love it on my neck too because it's so moisturizing. Yeah, it's not super shiny. Here, let's turn the ring light off. You can see it in bathroom lighting because that's great. Here it is, ring light on. Let's dim the ring light a little bit. I've got to clean up my coffee from this morning. I can't believe, like, I just started doing my skincare routine and got caught up with some emails. Next thing I know, it's already afternoon and I've had my coffee and I haven't really even talked to you. But I just got an order from Amazon. Doing that video on almonds, I was like, why have I not had almonds in a while? I'm gonna order some. So I got this Happy Belly brand because Amazon must have heard me talking about almonds. They must have known that I was researching almonds and the skin benefits of almonds, because wouldn't you know it, next time I open up the Amazon page to reorder something, they're like, buy our almonds. And I was like, don't mind if I do. All right, speaking of serums and skincare products, I was sent a new product from ISDIN. ISDIN is a brand, I've reviewed several of their products. I really like their sunscreen, albeit it has fragrance in it, but they sent me this new Retinal Advanced. I'm not gonna try it right away because it's only good within 3 months of opening. Here's what it looks like. I took it out of the box. And so I'm not gonna open this part and start using it, but you get 1.7 ounces. I'm sure this is really expensive. This brand is not cheap. It's like I think it's a dual chamber, but the ingredients are a lot, okay? A lot is going on in this. So make of that what you will. It has retinaldehyde. Retinaldehyde is a cosmetic form of vitamin A. You put it on your skin and your skin only has to do one thing to it to get it to the active form of retinoic acid. And then it can bind to receptors in your skin to improve skin cell turnover and ultimately improve collagen production. In contrast, retinol, OL, your skin has to do two things to it to get it to that active form. So regardless, retinol or retinaldehyde, whichever one you choose, if you choose a cosmetic form of vitamin A, it's all in the product formulation, because these ingredients, they're not super stable, so the formula really matters. Oftentimes brands will add other antioxidants and they will encapsulate the form of vitamin A to help preserve it or protect it from oxidation, and also to facilitate penetration into the skin. So this has retinaldehyde. It has niacinamide, which is good for, niacinamide is a good ingredient to pair with topical vitamin A, because niacinamide can help improve production of ceramides in your skin, which helps with barrier function. And ultimately that's gonna help you to tolerate the irritating side effects of the retinol or retinaldehyde or whatever form of vitamin A that you're using. So it can help support and allow you to better tolerate the ingredient. Plus, niacinamide is an antioxidant, so it has anti-aging benefits in terms of helping your skin handle oxidative stress a little bit better. It's also good for redness and hyperpigmentation. Niacinamide is like doing all kinds of things in the skin. And you don't need a very high percentage strength of it to achieve those things. I'm not sure what the percentage strength of it is in this. This also has melatonin, which ISDIN, if you'll recall, they had that melatonin line that I reviewed for you guys last year. It's a pretty nice line. Melatonin topically shows promise as an antioxidant for reducing oxidative stress in the skin. And it also shows a lot of promise as a scalp treatment for hair loss. Check out my video all about, better than rosemary oil, I think is what I titled it, talking about the benefits of melatonin for the scalp and for hair loss. But this is not a hair loss product, and no, it shouldn't cause hair growth on your face. This has bakuchiol in it, which is an antioxidant. A lot of people will market bakuchiol as a retinol alternative. It has been shown, at least like in cells in a dish, to activate some of the same gene pathways that retinols do, but whether or not it improves collagen production, hard to say. However, bakuchiol has been shown to help stabilize retinol, so it makes sense they add it to either retinol or retinaldehyde. It can benefit and help with the ingredient integrity, if you will, of the formula. Palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7 may help with improving moisture content and smoothing out fine lines. And this has ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, is an antioxidant, again, can help with oxidative stress. It may also help with hyperpigmentation, and in theory, it gets into your skin and helps improve collagen production. However, the devil is certainly in the details, because ascorbic acid, the formulation really impacts efficacy. It's a challenging ingredient that's not very stable, and it also is limited in how well it penetrates your skin. So pH really matters in order to get it down in there to really have that effect. So all of that said, this product, I think it's unfortunate that it's only good within 3 months of opening. So it's one of those things where if you find that it's a little irritating in the beginning and you want to go more slowly with it, you're gonna, end up not being able to use all of it within that 3-month window, just because you're starting out going really slow. So I don't like that. It'd be better if it were, a smaller bottle, 1.7 ounces. I mean, you shouldn't need very much. Anyway, so I don't like that. It's like, gosh, it doesn't sound that stable if it's only good within 3 months, but maybe that's just, them being more conservative. I also don't like, just in reading this, I'm a little skeptical of the dual phase, because you pump it into your hand, and it's kind of like that snail serum from CosRx that I reviewed for you guys recently, the dual essence. Remember, you pump it in your hand, and basically 2 products come out into your hand, and you mix it together. With that, it's like, okay, whatever, these are mostly hydrating ingredients. But here, where you're dealing with ingredients that are so, formulation fickle, if you will, I'm kind of like, okay, we're mixing it together in the palm of our hand, like, okay. I guess some ingredients, long-term in the packaging would not be stable together, so that makes sense. I'm not a formulator, but that's one thing about it too that's kind of odd. And it also has fragrance, which is a common allergen, and when it comes to retinol, I would, you know, steer you away from a retinol with fragrance, because some fragrance compounds, you know, they make the redness and irritation worse because they are, you know, they have compounds that are called cinnamates or cinnamaldehyde. Cinnamic acid can dilate blood vessels in the skin and just make irritation more of an issue for people. So I don't, you know, ISDIN is always all about the fragrance. So anyway, that is the lowdown on this product. It was gifted to me. I'm not gonna open it up and start using it. But anyway, that is a little bit about that. All right, all ready in my weekend couture, ready to walk the red carpet. Don't you just love my shoes? Bionics. And shorts are from Amazon by way of, what is this brand? Under Armour. This sweatshirt though is really the winning piece. I got this from Walmart. It's the Time and True brand, and it's so soft. I know people always say that whenever they get a sweatshirt. They're like, oh my God, it's buttery soft, da 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 da. But I've had this for a couple of weeks now and washed it, and it's still soft. We won't compare it to butter because I don't know. I've never worn butter, so we're not gonna go that way. Wow, we're not gonna go there. But what I love is this, because is it just me? The iPhone is kind of unwieldy. Like when you have it in your hand, it's just begging to be dropped. And I don't have like one of those rings on the back of it. So I love having pockets where I can put my phone. But the phone, if it's like a side pocket, your hip will push it out. So I like this. Let's talk about the hood, because I love a good hood on a sweatshirt, but I want a generous hood. I don't want, you know, sometimes I wear my hair up and I want to be able to put the hood on and not feel like I'm, you know, stuffing my head into a sandwich bag, if you know what I mean. So this is a pretty good hood for, you know, canceling out the noise. If I want to improve my focus, if I'm feeling distracted, I just put a hood on. It takes your focus to another level. That was my studying trick back in the day. If I didn't feel like studying, I would just put on a hoodie, and all of a sudden it was like laser focused. It's kind of like a low budget noise canceling headphone. Speaking of noise canceling and the soothing effect of having like muffled sound in the background, I am still listening to Crossroads book update. Loving it. It's a really long book, so it's going to take me a while to make it through, although I've made it through quite a ways into the book, and I love this author. That's the backstory. I'm listening to an audiobook. Okay, but this little habit has just been one of my favorite things lately. So I always have audiobooks that I like to listen. You know, I like listening to audiobooks. That's not new. But the latest thing I've been doing, or I will say doing, because I've done it before, but I've really been doing it lately. I'm like, good God, get to the point. I have been putting on my headphones in the evening and listening to the audiobook while I make dinner or while I like, you know, tidy up. It's just like random chores. And it's the most zen thing because you really get into the book that way and you don't get into your head of like running the to-do list of tasks that you need to do. So it's a great way to enjoy the book, but also help you to unwind in the evening and shut your brain off a little bit from like, you know, thinking like, oh, I need to be doing this and this. Like if you're somebody who has a lot going on, especially, and you feel like you can't shut off at night, and that, you know, starts creeping in to getting good sleep, I've just found that this is a game changer. It's all in the headphones too. Just having headphones on and having the reader in your ear and no other noises distracting you. Now, if an intruder comes in, you are screwed. You're just in there like la 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 with your headphones in. But you know, that aside, it's been great. But I'm going to the library because why not? I like to have looky books. I'm not going to get a reading book because I've not been good in the past several months about finishing reading books, because with my eyes reading books, because I you know, either have been too busy to sit down and read, or, you know, excuses. So I'm not gonna do that song and dance. But I like having looky books, you know, like books that you can just page through, short stories, or books that have a lot of pictures, I find is a nice, that's another good way to relax, is to like look at books that it's just like light reading, entertainment. I used to be really into magazines, and I still am. Like, I really love magazines. It's kind of sad how, I mean, magazines still exist, but they're not as, you know, widely available anymore, and for good reasons, you know, like cutting back on paper waste and all of that. But I love a good magazine, like paging through. I will do a magazine cover to cover. Like, I will read everything cover to cover and really savor the magazine. That was my habit like years ago. I would go and buy a magazine, or actually I would go to the library and get magazines, because the library I used to go to, like when I lived in Colorado, for example, had a ton of magazines. And you could get one, you know, up to newest release, newest edition or whatever, and read it cover to cover and then take it back. So it was, you know, free. I used to do that all the time. And it was a great way, because if you don't have the time to really spend time reading and commit to a book, like a good magazine is a good way to read in the evening and unwind without stressing yourself out too much. Like, I love Better Homes and Gardens. I love that magazine. And I also loved all the cooking magazines. And then I like, there used to be this magazine called Sunset. It was kind of like Southern Living of like the West Coast. It was a good magazine. I also love Southern Living too. That's another good one. And I love, one thing that I wish the library had was old issues of magazines, because you can find those on like eBay and stuff. You can buy them, like old, you know, from the 90s, copies of Southern Living or, you know, Better Homes and Gardens or whatever. I would love to get those and go through them, because I like looking at magazines. I like looking at stuff from another time. I have been trying out a new shampoo over the past several weeks, this month, actually more than a month, and I've been loving it. But I want to update you guys on that Redken acidic bonding concentrate leave-in thing. I like it. It's okay, but I will go back to the Moroccan oil styling cream. I like that better, because while this product doesn't like leave my hair greasy or filmy, it's nice, whatever, the Redken thing, I don't really notice a huge difference in my hair using that versus just the shampoo and conditioner by itself. So I don't know. For me, I don't really see it being worth the price point. All that to say though, like, y'all, my hair, I've been wearing it down today, and so some of the curl has fallen out, some of the wave, but my hair has gotten like really wavy and curly. Sometimes I just look at my hair and I'm like, is this attached to my head? Because this is not the same hair I had 5 or 6 years ago. It is completely different hair texture. And now it looks really straight because I've had it down for a while. But this morning when I woke up, it was like, hello, very curly. I don't know. Anyway, so I said I wasn't going to get a book, but I walk in here and I'm already tempted by like everything that I see. I mean, quite literally everything that my eyes are hitting right now. I'm like, I want. And wouldn't you know, like, it's always the pull of the large print books, which I try and not ever get because I feel like I'm taking them away from someone who actually needs them. But like, this looks entertaining. I love these like mystery series where it's like all themed. I've noticed they have a lot of mystery themed books like around like a dessert. Last time I was in here, A Land More Kind Than Home. See, that looks good. I like that author, Cormac McCarthy. And Stealing, that sounds good. Finalist for the Pulitzer. Verbal is an immensely gifted writer. What a last name, Verbal. This looks good too. Green Grass, Running Water. I'm definitely a book judger by cover. Looks good too. The Island of Extraordinary Captives. I'm telling you. This library, whoever is responsible for these displays, they need a raise, because I come in here with no intention of getting a book, and they're like trying to convince me to get more books just by their displays. Then they have this little section on all of these books at some point have been banned. Really? Memoirs of a Geisha? Why was that banned? I feel like all of these were required reading when I was in school. Back when I was a youngin'. 1984. Can I buy, are these for sale? This looks like a nice copy of oh, it's a graphic novel version. I wonder if it's the whole book or if it's abridged. Lord of the Flies. That book, I don't know if I enjoyed it or not. I've read it multiple times, but it always kind of freaked me out. This book I've read multiple times, and I never really got the appeal of it. I read it this was required reading in high school, so I read it multiple times. Same with Lord of the Flies, but I didn't enjoy either of those. Fahrenheit 451 is good. I have 2 copies of it here. Lawn Boy, what is that about? Jonathan Evision. Oh, these you can all check out. I want to know, why was Memoirs of a Geisha banned? I don't even remember too much about what this was about. Oh yeah, yep, I remember that. This is good. This was banned? Why? I don't understand that. I really don't. What is this? I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. Why was this banned? Oh, this looks good. Well guys, of course I could not leave there empty-handed. I got this I Never Promised You a Rose Garden because the librarians basically clickbaited me. You know, they were like, this book might have been banned at one point. And I was like, why? I've got to know. So yeah, this looks pretty entertaining. This looks pretty good. So I will read that. Speaking of Southern Living, we were talking about that before I went in there. I got a Christmas with Southern Living 2006. It has decoration ideas. That looks more like fall, but I won't complain. It's pretty, huh? And speaking of fall, I think I've checked this out before, but I just like looking at it. It's this Matthew Mead Halloween Tricks and Treats, different Halloween decorations and fun party food ideas. Like, aren't these oranges cute? And orange drinks. What is that? Orange hot chocolate. It's white chocolate with orange food coloring. Donut hole kebabs. Spirit razors. Those are cute. It's 1 cup carrot juice, 1 cup citrus energy drink, 1/2 cup vodka, 1/2 cup orange liqueur. The carrot juice, that does not sound like a very good drink. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Scary snack mix. Trick or treat sticks. That's cute what they did with this cake. Just put a frosting on it and a spider web. Look at the Black Crow cinnamon stirrer stick. The Black Crow is made out of marzipan that you dye, I guess, with tint. Oh, this is cool. It's just a blueberry pie, but look how they put the little googly eyes in there. Bleeding berry pie. Yeah, the library is always a good time. Well, hey guys, I just hopped out of the shower. I've got my lavender and pink Easter egg vibes going on, even with my pink hair towel. I'm like a Easter egg. And I know what you're thinking. It's definitely too early to be talking about Christmas decorations, and it's even way too early-ish to be talking about Easter, but hey. Why not? Anyway, I wanted to update you guys because tonight, AHA, BHA, PHA 30 Days Miracle Acne Clear Body Cleanser. Shared it with you guys in that haul last weekend. You can smell the tea tree 10,000 parts per million. Tea tree has compounds in it that are anti-inflammatory, they are antifungal, so there is some research behind it for different skin issues like psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, acne, and fungal infections. The problem with tea tree leaf oil, the essential oil, is that it can break down upon exposure to light into compounds that are really irritating. Tea tree extract is, much more purified and less risky. Tea tree and products, skincare products, are less risky than just like going out and playing around with the essential oil. That's really where you can run into problems, but still, it's kind of one of those, potential for problems, but also genuinely it does have some beneficial properties. But it has alpha hydroxy acids, salicylic acid, and it also has polyhydroxy acids. All of those things are going to help smooth away and help with shedding corneocytes to get off, to smooth the skin surface. Plus, just the action of rubbing this on your skin helps do that as well. Polyhydroxy acids and alpha hydroxy acids hydrate the skin as well. You really don't need much to get a good lather, which I appreciate. And it's nice. I find that the Korean, I want to try more Korean body washes because they feel, I don't know if it's all in my head, but they feel a lot milder. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you are having a great weekend and that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.